Thanks, Craig.
The classic Craig. He has returned.
Look at him just staring at us.
Yeah, with those eyes.
They follow you around the room.
Welcome back to the podcast, Riley from That's So Mid.
Hooray!
Hey. Thanks for having me back.
It is great to have you back. Yeah, it's good to have another legendary Australian creator to talk smack with, honestly.
Let's talk some shit.
Yeah,
you guys swear on this, right?
Yeah. You know what? I don't think there's anything you can't do on this. Just don't get us cancelled. How's it going?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I am talking to you. I've been watching some very interesting content about you in the UK and now in France.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
France.
You were brave just going up to randoms and speaking in English.
Yeah. I don't know what else to do. Jack, you've been to France. How did you do it?
I was too scared to talk to strangers.
Really?
I went into a restaurant to try snails in Paris, and I tried to. I'm of the belief that if you go over to a foreign country, you should at least learn to say like hello and please and thank you and that sort of thing in their language.
Yeah.
And I tried to, order the snails and whatever glass of wine I was going to have and everything and just say bonjour and s'il vous plaît, and the waiter was not having any of it.
In Paris, no, absolutely they would not.
He was like, just stop, sir. Like, I can tell that you speak English. Just order in English.
Because you attempted to speak in French, they spoke to you. If you had just come out in complete English and didn't even bother trying to speak French, they would just ignore you.
Yeah.
You would be treated even worse.
I was just like, oh, okay. Why did I even try then?
I went in knowing 2 words, and that was bonjour and merci. And I left France knowing 2 words. Bonjour and merci. I don't know what they're saying. The thing about when you check into hotels, I say bonjour and then I say, do you speak English? And then they just start speaking English. I'm like, oh, every hotel I checked into, they all spoke English.
Yeah, quite common across Europe actually.
Hotels, I think are a little bit different to what do you call it? Sort of restaurants and other service industry stuff. But yeah. Especially in Paris. Paris is very much, they will be very particular about it. When you start getting outside of Paris, people are generally a bit nicer.
Yeah, the good thing, I didn't go to any restaurants, but I went to, I think there was a Macca's, a Burger King, and you just walk in and you just change the screen to English, and then it's like, boom. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Japan's pretty good for that too.
Yes. I can't believe I've been to Japan. I mean, I was only there for 3 days, but I love that country. That still might be one of my favorite country I've been to.
Yeah, I love Japan. It's great.
Incredible.
It's such a beautiful country.
Yeah, I was only in Osaka, but I'll be back one day. One day.
Well worth it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I want to see the wheel take on some really bizarre countries. When are we going to get That's So Mid, the wheel versus Uzbekistan? Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That would be wild. Oh,
there's just one roller coaster on the wheel.
You're just spinning for which row you ride in.
You get the wacky worm or nothing.
That would be, yeah. I wonder what countries I could do.
I mean, you need like, and every video you do like what, 14 days or whatever per series.
I think I'm just gonna leave it at 7.
Yeah, okay.
I did 14 for the Compass Challenge, which kind of works because it was just driving to the closest theme park in that direction. I feel like with the Mystery Wheel series, there's only a certain amount of theme parks in a country,
Yeah.
right? And then I do the thing where if you visit it, then you don't go back. Like you don't spin it again. So you soon finding yourself running out of theme park or decent theme parks.
Well, yeah, you don't want to.
Right. So
like you've got to have then at least, and there's got to be enough to be on the wheel that you don't spin as well. So you've got to have a decent number of, actually decent sized theme parks.
So yeah, every time I do a country, I do 18, which is the total. So it's 12 start on the wheel, and then there's 6.
Yeah,
is that
6
6?
that
Yeah,
get-
6
yeah.
that aren't on the wheel, and then eventually they all get a chance in the end, which leaves you going to some random places.
You have to be
Yeah.
the first Australian theme park enthusiast ever to go to the UK and not go to Thorpe Park.
I think so.
Did you? I don't know if this is talking out of school, but did you actually go outside of the challenge?
I had 1 day spare, and I was actually talking to. So what happened was I went to like Epic Universe opening day, right? This whole trip was spanned off the back of that. So I went to Epic Universe, and then the funny thing was I flew back from Orlando to the UK, and I met Jack Silkstone. You know Jack Silkstone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So he was at Epic Universe opening day as well, and I met him on day 2 when I was at Epic. And then I was telling them, I'm going to the UK after this. I've never been, so that'll be good. And then I was getting on my flight, and then they were like, oh, we're on the same flight as you. So I was on the same flight as Jack Silkstone back to the UK. And now I'm like friends with all his mates that he went there as well. And then I was messaging them, and I was like, I've got 1 day spare after my challenge. 1 day spare. And obviously I didn't get to Thorpe Park. And I was like, I could do it. I could. And I was like, no, I need to save it for a video because I could do it for short form content. I just don't think it's the same. You don't get the same reaction. Like I love showing first reactions to everything. And if I went there just for short form, you wouldn't get the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
It's something that would go to waste to have a first time reaction not being captured on a video.
Yeah. So I did have 1 day spare. Actually, the whole when I was over in Europe, I that's the only spare day I had really. I was either traveling or at a theme park, and that was the only day spare I planned because I was like, oh, I've never been to the UK. I kind of want to see what it's like. That was I don't think I like spare days, to be honest. That was dumb. So what I went shopping, but these shopping malls in the UK are like half abandoned. All the things are closed. All the stores are closed.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was, but it was like I went to 2 in the end on that day. I was like, okay, go to the first one. The first one was like half decent, but also half weird. I was like, okay, the second one's gotta be better. Nah, half abandoned again. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, God.
I don't know. Just maybe I picked 2 bad ones, but I don't know. I came out of that and I was like, I think I bought 1 shirt, and I was like, oh, well, that was a wasted day. I could have done something. I don't know, but yeah, that was an interesting time. That was interesting in the UK.
I was
'Cause-
equally as devastated as with you not going to Thorpe Park as you not getting to Emerald Park as well, because
Oh no,
that's my neck of the woods.
you know, I was like excited, and then I was like, I think I was with Ben at Alton Towers, and I was like, I just put it on the wheel. I think it was the day before, and I was like looking up flights, and it was like 700 Australian dollars just to get to Ireland. I was like, why is it so expensive? Because
Jesus.
I looked up flights 5 months before when I was planning it, and they were like, you know, $100 or something. I was like, cool, but maybe it's just because it was like last minute. They're like, just buy.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. Because which airport would you have been looking at from Alton Towers as well? It would have been.
I was looking at all of them.
Wow.
Because I didn't know where I was going.
Because usually Dublin to
So-
like Manchester is
Manchester
the
would have been my
cheapest
first
flight
thought.
you can get. It was like €15 or something like that. Usually one way.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what was going up with when I was there. I think it actually might have been because it was it was like the main holidays time there
Yeah,
or
I
something.
guess maybe.
Right.
Yeah, maybe they were nearly
I don't know
sold
if that
out or
has anything
something.
to it. But yeah, didn't get to Emerald. That was like there was probably 3 bucket list ones I missed. Probably Emerald, Blackpool, and then Thorpe, obviously. And then like probably slightly under them would be maybe Paulton's Park. What other ones are on there that
I mean, we're all
missed?
devastated about Oakwood. I went back and watched my videos recently from when I was in the UK, and I actually said in the video where I was at Drayton Manor that maybe I should have gone to Oakwood instead because I didn't think that Drayton Manor was really worth it. And
no, I've heard such bad reviews from Drayton.
To be fair, I was there before Gold Rush opened, so
Okay.
I don't know if that.
Did you get on? You got on the shock? Is it
Yeah, it's called the Wave
Is
now.
it the new
Yeah,
trains?
Oh,
that's right.
It's got the sit down trains now, and that kind of ruins. Like, I can see how as a stand up it might have been good because like there's a bit of whip to the inversions, so it probably would have been pretty crazy.
Doesn't it have shin
It
guards?
probably would have been pretty crazy with stand up trains, but yeah, with the sit down trains, it was just short and there was not really much to it.
Just
yeah,
mid.
yeah. It was so mid.
The whole theme park
was very mid. And yeah, I said in that vlog that I should have gone to Oakwood, and I just had this moment watching that video like, oh my god, if only I had known, I probably would have gone to Oakwood.
Surely, like, was there a reason why it closed? Like, are they selling it? Like, can someone potentially buy it?
I have no idea. I know that I think it was that they were like the company running it is running out of money and going bankrupt or whatever. But I don't know if that means they'll sell the park or if they'll close it and sell the land. I don't know.
Yeah, because how many wooden coasters is there in the UK? Not many. Like Wicker Man, Megaphobia, right? That's the one.
That's at Oakwood, yeah. Right? So then there's,
and I'm kind of sad. I think a bucket list one, probably for you guys as well, was the Ultimate. I wish I got on that thing.
Yeah. Not because I think it would be any good, but because it's just so crazy that existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Why not the Big Sheep?
Big Sheep?
What's that?
Yeah. They've got a roller coaster there.
At the Big Sheep?
At the Big Sheep.
Where's that? Is that in the UK?
In the UK.
Hang on, RCDB.
It's like a farm amusement park.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. They have a family coaster
in Abbotsford. Yeah. It's like a Zero.
Yeah, Zero Tivoli.
I probably should have got up RCDB for this podcast.
But it's not just like your regular Zero Tivoli.
Yeah,
it's like
a custom one. Yeah.
Custom a different layout.
Yeah. There you go. Why is it?
It's called Rampage, I think.
Why is it called the Big Sheep? What's at the Big Sheep? Is it like our big things?
I don't think so. I think it's just it's just like a farm. Like
I'm seeing lots of photos of sheep.
It's like they do shearing,
but not very many big sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like imagine if you went to the Big Pineapple and there wasn't a big pineapple.
Yeah, exactly.
This is false advertising. All of these are normal sized sheep. What's going?
Back in the day, I did this day trip where I went to all the big things in Queensland. I went.
That would have been a hefty trip.
Yeah, I went from Brisbane up to Noosa and then back to the Gold Coast in one day.
Because I'm trying to think of all the big ones. Like there's Bowen for the big mango.
I don't think I got to the Big Mango. Where's that?
In Bowen, which I think is a bit further north.
There's a few up in North Queensland. Yeah,
I
Bowen,
saw
Queensland.
Big Apple, Big Pineapple, Big Cow. Is that still there?
in
Yandina or something?
I'm not sure. Kieran is the big things expert.
And there's a big pelican in Noosa.
The big mango, which is in Bowen, is just outside Townsville, between Townsville and Airlie Beach.
Oh, no, that's way too far. That ain't a day trip.
Yeah, that's what I was...
Okay. Is that the one that went missing?
Possibly. I think it might have been.
I remember that. Someone stole it or something.
Yeah. Which seems very Carmen San Diego, if you ask me.
The big cow, is that still there? What the hell? Maybe it's not the big cow. Yandina.
There was the big in a town near me in Warhope, and they they took it down because
that's near Port Macquarie.
Yeah, near Port Macquarie, and they took it down because people kept stealing its testicles.
So it was the big steer.
It became the big steer on multiple occasions. I think someone.
Yeah, the big.
Someone stole its balls,
the big cow,
and then
it's gone.
they put them back, and then they someone stole them again, and so they just figured it was.
Well, they've got a theme park there in Warhope, Timbertown, which is like an old Sydney town kind of.
Yeah, I want to make a video about it.
Park.
I just haven't found the time to go down there. It's an interesting place. Timbertown.
But they have like a full-on operational steam train.
Yeah, there's a steam train. There's a bunch of steam machinery. They have a working bullock team.
Yeah, I went in when I was in like Scouts, I think. A long time ago.
It's all
now.
like.
Can I just butt in here and just say this is why I love this podcast, because it just goes so many different directions.
Oh, we are tangent central.
No, I always listen and I'm like, where is this going? And it's like, it's so good.
It is the ultimate non sequitur podcast.
Get ready, Riley, because we're only 18 minutes in. The longest episode we've done was 2.5 hours. It goes everywhere.
But it's also become our MO now. It's like trying to keep us on topic is the challenge, and I just don't think we ever do.
That's why I forgot to do it tonight. But the last couple of episodes, I don't know if people have been noticing. The first thing I've been saying has just been the most random thing I can possibly come up with. Just like things that don't make sense at all, because I just want to set the precedent that this podcast doesn't make sense.
It's right there in the name.
It is.
Oh, I was going to ask you, you know that coaster you found that new coaster you found in Australia that didn't open at Hunter Valley or something?
Yeah.
Did you ever call them and like ask?
We haven't. Well, I haven't yet. I still haven't.
Because RCDB has it 2022 to 2024 now.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
My suspicion is that it's probably a seasonal thing, and you'd very much have to sort of check to see if it was open.
The problem with those like push pedal
coaster.
It is literally, yeah, like you've got to operate it via an exercise bike. So you need 2 people for it anyway. One person to get in the coaster itself, and the other person to get on the bike to power the lift hill.
Oh,
and yeah, they're absolutely tiny. So the problem with it anyway is this is a $195 a night hotel, and we probably won't fit in the roller coaster anyway.
I think one person at a time would.
I'm not sure, because like
if I can if I fit on Family Banana Coaster, I think I can fit on anything.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen one of these things in person, so I need to get a sense of scale. But from the way I've seen them and what I've seen of them in photos, because there's a bunch of them in like China and stuff, they look not quite. They're not even close to like Family Banana Coaster. They're more similar to like Cobrolino at Coneyland, which is that. For context, that thing has a 40-kilo weight limit.
Let me. I'm pretty sure I saw one of these in Europe, and I was so sad I couldn't fit on it.
Yeah, it's the two credits at
what's it
Coneyland, a
called?
Cobra, and then this tiny little. It's coin operated. I'm pretty sure. Well, not coin, but like push a button and.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Okay, this one's really
Okay.
well themed. The one I
Okay,
saw was-
so Alibaba sells them.
We got them
These
off
things.
like
These pedal-powered roller
Alibaba.
coasters.
Alibaba. Does Temu sell them? too?
Can I get
I'm
one?
not sure. $2,200.
Oh hell yeah! I'll build one in my backyard. I'll have backyard credit.
Okay, I'm just copying this article that I just found saying that they found it on Alibaba, putting it in chat.
Yeah, this Cobrolino is the exact same model that I saw.
Yeah.
Link is in chat.
Yeah, they're tiny. They I didn't get much footage of it either because there were kids riding it, and I was like, I feel really awkward filming other people's kids. But
These appear to have adults riding them.
okay, so maybe you can. That
How?
that looks photoshopped
way
as
you're fitting in
hell,
that
though.
car.
Because it's the same man. It's the same man riding the coaster as on the
But the
bike.
truly best part about this whole setup is that it isn't just for kids. Adults can ride
Oh.
it too. It may be a short track without much extra stimulation for adult riders, but what it lacks in pizzazz, it makes up for in risk of severe neck injury.
Green Valley Farm, is that you? Wait, this one here.
Oh, there's a video of it.
Wait, if you scroll down just above the video.
Yeah, they've got a video of adults
If
using
you
it.
scroll down just above the video on the link that you sent us, there is a picture of one of them that has two trains on the track.
Yeah.
What?
This is bizarre.
I'm really sorry for everyone listening right now that can't see what we're seeing.
You know,
They're like, what are they talking
honestly,
about?
everyone listens to this for the complete fever dream anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. That's wild.
So the one
I did
the
not know
coaster
you-
that we're referencing for those who are listening, and I think we have spoken about it on the podcast before, is Push Pedal Roller Coaster at Ridges Resort Hunter Valley, which has appeared as the latest addition to Australia's little RCDB collection. And it appears, yeah, it's a pedal powered oval roller coaster, but we don't know if it's actually still operating right now. If someone works at Ridges Resort in the
we are
Hunter
still
Valley,
yet to actually.
please get in contact by emailing maloney'scoasters@gmail.com. Want to ride your coaster?
Okay, so it's $3,400 Australian for one of these.
I
Huh.
will build one. I want one. I will buy one.
That's wait, how much did you
That's-
say? 3,400.
Australian, yeah.
That's so cheap.
I'd buy one.
Because I there was that company in the US that started selling them. I don't know if it was the same, but I'm pretty sure they were selling them for like 50,000.
Because I've interviewed the owner of Coaster in a
It's
Box,
from Shenlong Rides.
or one of the owners of Coaster in a Box.
Zhengzhou Shenlong. animation and amusement equipment company.
Huh. So yeah,
I imagine the shipping can't be cheap.
I think the one you're referring to with the American guy is Poster in a Box, which was Magic Texture. They're the ones that built the
Okay.
backyard coasters, and now they've started a company building roller coasters,
Yeah, I think that's the one.
backyard roller coasters for people. I've interviewed the owner of it.
Okay, so it ships in a shipping container.
That's kind of crazy that you can buy for like $3,500. You can buy a roller coaster.
$5 per ride. How many rides is that to get you unpacking?
How long till it pays itself?
Putting up
off?
like a Simpsons
Yeah.
Homerland style thing.
You just got Movie World in your backyard. You just put up some Scooby-Doo.
It smells funny in there. No, it doesn't.
Put some Scooby-Doo posters around the roller coaster and call it a day.
Australia's only open Scooby-Doo
There you
roller
go.
coaster. Now open.
$5 a ride.
Get in
will
now.
have paid itself off in no time.
And then once the line gets long, you start selling fast track.
Yes, exactly. For like $105.
Yep, and then turn the train backwards. $200 per ride.
You can allegedly buy a wacky worm for $21,000.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's not a wacky worm. It's just one level. No, wacky worm's 30,000.
You know, that's actually cheaper.
Did you guys see that wacky worm derail?
Damn.
Sorry, what was that, Riley?
Did you guys see the wacky worm derail?
Oh yeah.
I think it was in the
No.
UK.
That was crazy.
The front wheels are just like took off.
My favorite part about that video is those kids just watching the wheels. Like you look at their faces.
They're like, they didn't actually seem that stressed. That girl in the front's like, is this meant to happen?
There's a moment. Someone pointed this out to me in a comment section. There's a moment where like this kid in the third row realizes that it's not a part of the ride. His face just sinks. And it's really funny. It's only funny because they didn't get hurt, but I mean, like, this could have been an absolute tragedy because
Oh no!
maintain your rides.
Oh no!
But,
so I'm looking through this Alibaba page for this company that sells this ride, and it's scrolling down. It's like ride gallery, and then it's a gallery of the test field, and then the production workshop, and then underneath, I'm assuming it's supposed to be a gallery of happy customers, but the name of the gallery is Customer Memorial.
Oh no! You just scroll through it. It's photos of headstones.
So I was just looking. Jake, the video you saw is the one where it goes up the lift hill and the wheel comes off the front,
So
right?
I've seen two coaster derailments recently. There was the wacky worm where the back car came off.
Yeah.
The video that that I've been laughing at.
I think I've just seen
the Dragon Wagon where the front axle comes off.
That's the one. Yeah.
all the kids.
I can't believe they were both.
All the kids on
the
board
same
just
week.
trying to process if it's part of the ride or not.
My favorite is the kids watching as the front axle keeps going around the rest of the track. All in unison, their eyes following it.
Someone on one of the Instagram pages I saw that shared it commented, "Well, at least the front axle got the full credit." I mean, those poor kids, though. But still, it's hilarious.
But also the train goes backwards, so is that a negative credit?
Actually, that's a good question. If you went on a coaster and then it had some malfunction and you roll backwards, does the credit get taken back?
Mm. Or you get evac'd off like the mid course.
See, I've had that before.
That's a half credit.
I had
to
that
me.
with Dragon's
Half
Fury
credit?
at Chessington. I got evac'd off the mid course and had to go back and ride it again. I had an argument with the rides manager who was evacing me off the mid course. I was like, "Does this count as a credit?" And she was like, "No, you have to ride the whole thing."
Actually, there's have you guys seen a POV of Racer at Kennywood?
No, I
No.
don't think I have.
So you like I might have half a credit, I don't know. So you board in the left side. It's a racing coaster. So both like you're imagining a racing coaster, right? They both leave the station at the same time. They go around, they race, but you come back on the other side in the station. Does that make sense?
Just like a Mobius loop.
Say one
kind
more
of thing?
time.
It's like a Mobius
Yeah,
loop.
okay.
So do you have to do it twice?
I would say
It's confusing.
does the track stay?
So I don't because it's a mirrored layout. So my because I'm weird with credits. If it's a mirrored layout, I count it as one anyway.
Does the track stay like parallel to itself the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Then
much.
I would say no, one lap is good enough.
Well, speaking of Kennywood, people laughed at me when I first said that I thought that Kennywood was a sister park to Dollywood and that it was just Kenny Rogers themed. But now it's been bought by Hershend, so technically it is a sister park.
That's true.
So all they have to do is a little bit of theming and the gambler's away.
That was
Kennywood,
cool.
if you're listening.
The gambler coaster, just think about it. Islands in the stream, lazy river. Come on, it writes itself.
If you're listening, we want money for that idea.
You heard it here first.
So Hershend put like all that money into Kentucky Kingdom. Like, did you see that with like they renamed Storm Chaser to Wind Chaser? It's like this whole like meadowland.
I saw that they renamed it. I wasn't aware of like why.
Yeah.
Why
Just
Wind Chaser? What a crappier name.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to because they redid that whole area to be like this meadow kind of. I don't know because Thunder Run's not Thunder Run anymore. I think it's Woodland Run. It's like this meant to be like woody. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But
So
Hershend have owned a theme park down in Georgia called Wild Adventures for a long time, and they just do not care about it. Just leave it.
Why does every American
But they're putting all this
chain
evidence.
have to have one park that they just do not give a single shit about?
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, surely. You
Whereas in the case of VRTP, they've got 3 parks.
Whoa, damn.
There's the obligatory VRTP burn of the episode.
Okay, let's circle it back to Australia. What the hell is going on with SeaWorld?
SeaWorld.
There's been nothing since 2022. Zero.
I think they're just trying to get their return on investment until they can pay off Leviathan and Atlantis.
SeaWorld was not the
I think
park
it's a lot
I
of
was
money that they
expecting
just
you to say just now.
Well, at least something's going on at Movie
Well,
World. Might not
see,
be good.
I want to
don't
give
know.
a shout out to Marty, who is you will remember if you're a fan of my channel, you remember him from my Coaster Odyssey episode in New Zealand. He's been up at the Gold Coast this week, and he went to Movie World a few days back. And of the, let's forget Scooby Doo exists because we all knew that wasn't going to be open anyway. Of the 8 coasters that exist there, 3 of them were open all
That's
day.
wild.
I think he said he missed 5 credits.
Yeah, well, he has some of the credits already, so I'm not sure if maybe
okay.
some of them were ones that he's already been on anyway. He took his whole family up there, and yeah, there were 3 coasters open out of 8.
Well, Park Pros came here, and Cole missed 2 of the 3 brand new roller coasters in Wizard of Oz.
I mean, so did
What's
I.
going on?
I still haven't been on Kansas Twister.
Why are we building a dual and roller coaster and we're running one side?
That's so wild. Like, what is the purpose of a dueling roller coaster that only
What
runs?
did you build it for? Yeah.
I like Adrian said it in our podcast, and I was like, laughed it off as like, no, they can't do that. He's like, a month after it opens, it'll go down to one train, and like exactly a month after it opened, one train.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
It's like they only operate 2 trains seasonally, and it's like, what is the point?
I'm going up there in a couple of weeks to film some footage for future videos at Movie World and Dream World, and I am like half hoping that I can use it to also get the Kansas Twister credit. I know that I'll only get one side probably, because
Yeah, which side are you missing?
I'm missing both. It was completely closed when I went.
Oh, you'll probably get I think it's a yellow side, because they just don't open the side that's like furthest away. Or like Kieran,
over
for
the
some
bridge.
reason they open the other side the day you
I
went.
do not know what voodoo god I prayed to get that to happen, but it did. And I took it.
Were they both running, or was it just one the other
They
side?
were both running. So that second day, because the sun was out, they were like, okay, yeah, let's run both.
Because the sun was out.
I just couldn't.
Staff shortages or something.
Yeah, that, or it's just like they just don't see the point if there's hardly anyone in the park.
That's just so bizarre to me, though. Like, I remember the attitude at Emerald Park was like, we don't care if nobody's here. Everything's open, and if you're standing there the whole day, we'll still pay you. Like, just everything should be open unless it can't be. And I don't understand having a theme park and not running it that way. Like, you've got the rides, just have them ready to go. I think,
but it seems like it's very much a from the top down decision. It's like, let's run this for as little money as we can.
I can't believe when Marty messaged me and said there were 3 out of 8 roller coasters running. I was like, and I went on the website and I see that Green Lantern's down, I think, for scheduled maintenance. Superman has unscheduled maintenance. That's only 2 of them. So, like, what the hell is going on there?
As long as the stunt show is open, he probably would have had a great day.
Yeah, of course.
A great
Everyone comes for the stunt show and the parade.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rag too hard on the stunt show because there are very hardworking professionals that work there. But at the same time, you could probably see the same thing in a Macca's car park after 3 a.m.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm concerned about Movie World. And I promised that when I came back to doing YouTube that I wouldn't be doing so much content ragging on Movie World. But I just like, how can you not see this as warning signs that once you get into the colder months that they're running less than 50% of their rides.
Even TPO's been given it a thrashing too.
Yeah, good on him. Honestly, those videos have been good. And I'm glad that he's speaking his mind.
I think like a lot of people message me from the States or like all my mates, and they're like, when is a good time to visit Australia? And that's the sad thing. I have to say, like, you have to visit during peak to ride everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've just got to throw money at the situation to get fast passes, because it's the only chance you're going to get for all rides to be open. But then you've got giant waits.
Yeah,
It's.
that's exactly what I tell
I
them.
think the sad thing is that I don't think that for anyone other than like Disney and Universal and like Six Flags and the really big corporations, I don't think a year-round model really works at theme parks, because if you don't have a window where you can do that really big maintenance and make sure those big issues are not going to happen, then not only do you have like those big windows where, you know, two or three rides are out of action at a time, but then those unscheduled things happen at the same time, and all of a sudden you've got less than half your rides. Where
They also need. Sorry.
no,
keep going.
just I was just going to add that, like, working at Emerald Park, there is no scheduled maintenance window because they're closed over winter. So, you know, all of the rides undergo their annual maintenance over winter. So, you know, on any given day, you go in there and you expect 100% of the rides to be open, and maybe one of them has some sort of ongoing issue, and so it's closed. But other than that, you expect everything to be open. So, I don't think, you know, Disney and Universal have the money to throw at it where it's like, if something unscheduled happens, and we can pay people after hours to do the annual maintenance checks and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's all done
Yeah.
overnight.
But Movie World doesn't have that. They don't have that money to be able to doing that.
They need to bring back the indoor theater shows as people munchers, like, you know, like, so that it can chew up some of the crowds, and also get people to sort of get away from the heat and, you know, the weather if it's particularly bad. But like things like the Maverick stage show, that was a huge people eater. And no, it's not like the Studio Showcase building's doing anything at the moment.
Well, I think that's
the building it used to be
kind
in.
of what I was trying to say in one of my videos that got a whole heap of backlash, was like, hey, if you have these really big attractions that are like take 50 people at a time and last for 45 minutes because it's a full-on studio tour or whatever, that's a huge capacity eater. That's 50 people that are not going on any other rides for 45 whole minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that's you've taken 50 people out of your queues for nearly an hour. So, you know, it's big for efficiency to have that kind of thing.
Also, remember the Batman ride with the pre-show?
Yeah.
And the whole, you know, the secret passage and the butler and stuff talking about, welcome to Wayne Manor, and like pulling the book, and you open up the secret passage to get in there. And then there was another pre-show within there with the animatronic, and it was like a well-oiled machine. It's like as soon as one section of the pre-show finished, then you ushered that group in, then the next group would come in. It was nicely timed, and that got through people.
I miss rides where the operators in attendance would be kind of acting and part of the show.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's kind of missing. That's gone from our parks.
It's just people in VRTP uniforms. It's not people who enjoyed like the performing side of it.
It was like the same on the Looney Tunes River Ride.
Yeah, they had a whole pre-show delivered to you. Yeah, it was. They were part of the show.
It was an experience and a ride.
Was it like Foghorn Leghorn or something?
I think it was. Yeah, there was Foghorn Leghorn, but as an animatronic, and the attendant would talk to the animatronic, I think, and like do a whole bit. That was one of the things that I noticed in the UK, and I don't know, because Drayton Manor was the first place I noticed it. But so, and you didn't go there, Riley, but I noticed it at Alton Towers as well. I'm not sure if you went on any of the rides that had that kind of interactivity.
Which ones was there one at Alton Towers
the
that had
big
that?
one was Nemesis Subterra.
No, Ben said to skip that because it was a crazy day. Because obviously one day, and I was just like rush around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Skyride wasn't open because of wind.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't have gotten on Nemesis Subterra if Nemesis Reborn hadn't been closed for me. I was just filling time hoping it would open. So
just waiting in that area.
Yeah, trying to see if it would open, and it didn't open all day. So yeah, but I did get on Nemesis Subterra, and that, like, the attendants are really into it. Like, they even to the point that they because they're supposed to be the what's the name of the God, I can't think of it now. The name of, like, the organization that's controlling Nemesis or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
they're
about,
meant
but
to be
I
like
can't
officers
think
of
of it.
that, and so, like, they actually get, like, once you're in the ride, they're a little bit, like, almost like rude and authoritative, and they tell you what to do, and they get really into it.
It's like their umbrella corporation.
Yeah, like they're kind of
Mhm.
like demanding you to follow their orders and that sort of thing, and they get really into character, and I was super into that. I thought that was really cool.
I did the only two dark rides I did was Curse at Alta Manor,
Which is really good.
which that's probably one of the best rides in
Yeah.
the park.
So good.
And then I did Hex as well.
I didn't do Hex. I think it was down.
Phalanx.
That's it. Yeah, the Phalanx officers at Nemesis Subterra. They were all like, even in the queue, there was a guy sitting on the railing when I was close to the front of the queue, and the Phalanx officer, like, screamed at him to get off the railing and was, like, really authoritative. And I was like, this is super in character. This is really cool.
That's awesome.
You kind of see it, like, I haven't been to Fright Nights in 2 years, but you kind of get that at Fright Nights in, like, the precinct areas or whatever you call them. Like, good characters, but there's not any of that for a ride, I want to say.
I think it's also because you're hiring actors for the short seasonal period of Fright Nights before they can get absolutely exhausted at performing the same thing over and over every
Same
day.
thing was at Luna Park Sydney with Hallow Scream. You'd get a real good atmosphere going on with all of the scare actors and that sort of thing. But yeah, the rest of the year, it's all just standard ride operators. Easy to maintain that kind of thing for, like, a 2-week period, but
yeah. And I'm assuming that you'd sort of have cast members doing rotating, so, like, they weren't constantly being the intro guy at Batman the Ride. Like, sometimes you'd move over to, what was it, the Einstein Gravity Homestead.
Yeah. No, Movie World needs to go back to that, because it's I don't even have that much desire to go to Movie World, other than the fact that, like, DC Rivals and Superman are two of my favorite coasters. Other than that, I'm like, Dreamworld runs better and SeaWorld's got more stuff to do, so probably do those two if I had to pick.
Dreamworld's just missing that incredible standout thrill coaster.
Yeah, if Dreamworld got a real signature thrill coaster, they would knock VRTP out of the park right away.
I think if you asked me, I think what they would need to do is get rid of Gold Coaster and then put the brand new coaster in the footprint of Gold Coaster's current footprint, and also where Thunderbolt was. So it stretches across.
That is an option, but I do like Gold Coaster.
Yeah.
But I also think that's probably where they're going to build the new Big Brother house.
I like Gold Coaster.
Possibly, yeah.
I like Gold Coaster too much.
Yeah.
I want them to.
But it's also like it's like 30 years old at this point.
I've said it a lot of times, but I want them to knock out Motor Coaster and use the Motor Coaster plot out to Rocky Hollow. That's where I think it is.
Oh, 100%. That'd be great. But, like, from a a skyline perspective,
Mm.
I imagine that it would make more sense for them as sort of passive advertising by showing their flagship coaster out the
Yeah,
front.
That's true.
it probably does make more sense. But if Gold Coaster goes before Motor Coaster goes, I will be sad.
Totally.
Surely Motor Coaster goes first. Surely.
Surely. I mean,
You'd think so.
It only has one train right now. Like, I'm pretty sure their second train is gone forever. Like, it's just parts.
I haven't seen their second train in a long time. And it's such a really inefficient ride as it is.
It's terrible. It's just like I rode it with Blake. Shout out Blake, and we were just watching them load, and it was just I felt so bad for the staff trying to get these people to sit in this restraint, and then like normal sized people can't even fit in it because they got maybe like 2 big quads or something.
They also need to have more of a, I don't know, like an educational signage or whatever, just to explain how people get onto the train before they're actually let through the air
Doesn't that
gates.
say?
Because you've just got all these sort of gormless people going, "Oh, I do what
Doesn't
now?"
that say how much of a failure of a roller coaster it is that we need an educational video just to
100%.
just to demonstrate how to get on the roller coaster? It needs to go.
You also need some Japanese ops over here to get you stretching before you get on it too.
Oh yeah, totally.
Ugh, the sooner it goes, the better.
Fujiyama style.
I mean, we've heard Dana's had Greg Young on his podcast a couple of times, and he said that they have plans for Motor Coaster in the future. And I'm just really hoping that those plans are not just new trains.
Nah, it's not a good track layout.
It's not.
It's too.
It
doesn't do anything.
Well, it's like apparently they consulted with Mick Doohan on the design, and Mick Doohan was like, "Oh, this is what you'd be like riding a motorcycle," but it does not make a good roller coaster.
It really doesn't do anything good. And the problem is, and like you can see the difference because we have literally the first and second Intamin family launch coasters in the world. Motor Coaster's the first, Jet Rescue's the second. As soon as Intamin kind of went back to the drawing board and did it themselves, got it right.
It's like Mahuka.
They really got it right the second time around because they were like, you know, it's got to be close to the ground, whippy transitions, you know, fast paced, make it feel faster because it's so close to the ground, lots of rock work around, that sort of thing. Motor Coaster's so drawn out, and you're like, wide turns that don't really do anything in terms of transitions, and you're so far off the ground.
Coaster on stilts.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
it's really rattly.
It is.
Too.
It is getting really rattly. You notice that a whole lot more because you're not sitting on your backside; you're sitting on your knees and your groin.
Yeah, Jake, what's worse, Motor Coaster or Velocity?
Oh, I still say Motor Coaster.
Okay.
Although Velocity had worse moments because it has really strong positive moments.
Yeah, that I don't know. I just did not like that ride at all from start to finish.
I didn't like it either. I thought it did more than Motor Coaster, so I have to give it some credit. But because the one thing I will say where it is definitely worse than Motor Coaster is because it has those really strong positives at some points, you get pinned down on your groin.
Yeah, that I felt it on my groin more than Motor Coaster. Motor Coaster to me is more on your knees, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's.
And I think I'm not sure if they did, but I feel like Motor Coaster they upgraded the padding, so it's more padded on your knees now.
Yeah, I still.
That could be just me.
Because I rode it. The last time I rode it was when I did a live stream there at After Dark, and the chat made me agree that if they donated a certain amount I had to go on motor coaster. Of course, they
I've done that
got to
before.
they got to the amount right at the end of the night. So my last ride of the night was motor coaster. Yeah, it sucked.
Oh,
It really sucked.
I was putting together the other day. It was like one of those nights where it was just like, can't sleep. Let's come up with a wish list of things to do to really get Dreamworld over the line. And so, yeah, I wrote down sort of 11 different things. Number 1, new logo over the front entrance.
Yep.
Make it cohesive.
Okay, yep.
2, trees inside the entrance. More greenery and shade. Like, because it's just bitumen. It's concrete and pavement. It's
That's
like a
what I
massive
noticed
heat
with-
sink.
Well, that's what I noticed with King's Island and King's Dominion. Exactly the same entrance, but King's Dominion is so much prettier, so much more prettier, just because
Yeah.
of the trees.
It needs trees desperately. And also in that area, rather than having just plain sidewalk, even get that cheap ass spray on brickwork that they put on driveways. That would just make things look prettier and much more aesthetically pleasing for the sidewalks. If you want it as flat top on the road section, sure, why not? But at least have some pavers or the spray on pavers somewhere just to make it look like there's a bit more effort thrown in.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they ever will, but bring back the old Dreamworld cinema facade. Sky Voyager stands out like a sore thumb.
True. I like Sky
yeah.
Voyager's facade in isolation, but the fact that it's in Main Street just bothers me.
Yeah. A new land that ties together Steel Type and Giant Drop plus whatever goes in Rocky Hollow's footprint.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a footprint thing, but I'm like, why isn't there stairs going from Steel Taipan to Giant Drop?
Yeah.
Because in the original rendering, when they animated it, there was a tunnel going through. It was like a path going through the layout, and I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It seems like there should be. I don't know.
Because it's sort of a dead end there now. You sort of go in and go out the same way. And for it to be sort of a more cohesive park, you need to sort of be able to come through things from different directions. So yeah, a new land that sort of ties it all together, whether it's Outback Adventures or, you know, something that sort of ties together the whole the Type N, the oil drilling or whatever it is for Giant Drop, you know. Something there. Because it's currently like Main Street and Rivertown, I guess, that it's, and they don't quite fit in those areas, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Decide what's going on with Motor Coaster, retheme or replace, obviously.
Please don't retheme it.
Yep.
Just get rid of it.
A ride to go on the Rocky Hollow footprint, and if, you know, gets replaced, then hopefully we can do that combo of footprints for a big coaster. Retheme Shockwave to properly tie into Ocean Parade.
Yeah, okay.
Because
that
makes no sense as it is.
I don't like the ride. I don't like the ride anyway, but it is a hard one, like, to rip out and replace because the footprint is just so weird.
Yeah, but just like a retheme.
Yeah, I think the best thing to do would probably be just do a retheme of it.
It's almost like they were going to call it Tsunami, and because that's ocean themed, and then they was like, oh no, there was a tsunami recently, we can't do that. And so Shockwave is what they settled on.
Maybe it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it
needs a better theme.
It does.
Put a ride back into Kickback Cove.
Yeah,
we don't need that many seats, and it's like a graveyard to what Wipeout was.
My beef with Kickback Cove is different to most people's. I don't know if you've ever been there, Riley, after it's been raining a lot. It floods.
Is it artificial?
It's artificial grass, and it floods.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's the only time I've ever been to Kickback Cove, because I ignore that it exists. Was the night that we were at After Dark to get the last rides on the Claw, and after we bailed out because they were shutting the ride because it was absolutely bucketing rain. me and Heidi walked over there to meet friend Talus. Shout out Talus. Because
Hey.
we hadn't bumped into him all night, so we went over there to say hello. And yeah, that place was flooded. It was you would stand on the artificial turf and be ankle deep in water. It was awful. So yeah, even if it does remain a picnic area for eternity, they need to fix that problem.
That and if they decide to keep it as a picnic area, make it cohesive with what they're going for with the rest of Ocean Parade, where it seems to be this sort of they're going for like this Cape Cod, New England kind of feel. Like, is it tiki themed or is it that? You know, like make up your minds kind of thing. And my other points were I already sort of said replace Gold Coaster with a flagship thrill coaster that goes into both Gold Coaster and Old Thunderbolt footprint. But the other 2 points were move Serpent Slayer into the old Enterprise footprint.
Ooh.
Because it makes no sense where it is at the moment in next to Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland. And the kinetic energy of Serpent Slayer will look great in Ocean Parade.
Okay.
I think Tailspin's where Enterprise was.
Oh, maybe I'm getting mixed up, but it's basically the footprint is like a weird walled off area that I think is just a chill out zone. I think
like right in front of Kenny's mansion.
Yeah, out closer to what used to be Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
It's sort of right in front of the old Thunderbolt entrance, I think.
Yeah. So closer to Gold Coaster.
Yeah.
It's where they put the Trolls Village there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Trolls Village is what I'm thinking of. And then replace what was the Serpent Slayer footprint with another more kids friendly flat ride, so it gels together more for Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland.
Yeah. When was the last time you rode Serpent Slayer? Because that thing is nuts.
Perpetually down, isn't it? Because it's never been operating when I've been there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, the thing with Serpent Slayer, I can never quite stomach it because it runs so much faster than other Zamperla, what are they called? Air races. That's it. Yeah.
It makes my head feel like it's gonna blow up.
It's ridiculous.
And it's like for like 10 seconds because it's like sustained for so long.
I see Emerald Park has the Zamperla air race, and that is the moment that I realized that Dreamworlds is batshit because I operated the air race at Emerald Park, and it runs so much slower. It's like, oh, okay, this.
It still like goes 360, but it just
it's just not as like the whole thing runs like half the speed that Serpent Slayer does. Like it still does flips, but it's just like way slower. It's more about like the hang time and the just the doing the flips. It's kind of like, oh wait, these things aren't supposed to be pulling like 5 Gs.
It is in a funny location, isn't it? It's like, okay, kids, we've just done the big red boat. Now time for Serpent Slayer.
Doesn't this look fun?
I do love that it's like Zamperla powered coaster right next to the world's most batshit insane Zamperla air race.
Yeah, it just makes no sense for it to be where it is.
Yeah. I mean, it never made sense actually because they put it in when it was still DreamWorks and they themed it to Kung Fu Panda. It's like, oh yeah, welcome to the Kids Land theme to DreamWorks. Also, here's another huge thrill flat ride.
Yeah. No, I like that move. I wonder if it's it's probably expensive to move rides. So it's like one that they probably want to do, but they just like, the money.
Yeah. With the amount that they've been doing, like kind of overhauling the park, I feel like there's some things that they're just like, oh, we just kind of have to take the bullet on that.
Take on the chin.
Like, you know, the amount of money that they've
Which us
poured into Rivertown and King
us
Claw.
enthusiasts forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that no one's buying tickets into Dreamworld because of the updates that they're doing.
Yeah.
But in the long run, I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll ever bring back the paddle steamer?
It won't fit, so you can't like.
They'd have to do some serious dredging of the river for it to work.
Yeah, like it. They definitely built out into the river there. It's a hard one because I feel like on like say I know you guys missed it, but Jaws, right? Jaws at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
The reason like that the sound, I don't know if you noticed it when you were near Super Nintendo World, but you can like hear the ride over the fence.
Oh, really?
Okay, so yeah, so you can hear what's going on, but the good thing is you can't see. And I feel like that might be a problem if they're putting a ride or something around it, if they want to incorporate theming and maybe a show or something.
Yeah.
Because if you're around the back where the animals are or whatever, and you can just see what's going on, then you might not even go on it. Because it's like, oh, I can see from here. There's no point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like that would ruin it. Like, I'm trying to think because the old, I was very young when I saw it, but the show that they used to do, it was the Bush Ranger show or something.
Yeah.
And you'd get on the paddle steamer and you go halfway around and then you'd watch the show. Was there always a path behind there, and could you see the show from that path?
I'm not sure. That's before my time.
Yeah, before my time
Yeah,
too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But now I feel like if you go around that path down the back there at the park, you can see the whole way around the whole river. So I don't know. That was just a thought I thought of about that. But I do think to add to Rivertown, it needs something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
It
be
needs a
great.
show.
Don't know what.
Because they've fleshed out all these
Sure.
characters and stuff as well, like the Tasmans and the.
You've got food, you've got
yeah.
retail, you've got rides, you need entertainment.
I'm very
to be
surprised
well-rounded.
that they don't have Murray and Jane just roaming.
Yeah, roving works too.
Rove McManus.
Yeah.
There's a blast from the past. What the?
He's coming to my town soon.
What does he do? That just
He's apparently he still
Comedy show?
exists.
still
That's what he's been reduced to coming to the town that I live in instead of, being on Channel 10.
Well, he still like produces a lot of shows, doesn't he?
Probably.
Well, because the project was a Roving Enterprises show, and well, that's no longer. But like, what else do they produce?
Let's Google it.
Roving Enterprises.
Let's find out. Apparently, they're in charge of the Arias. They run the Aria Music Awards.
It is literally that, and the Actor Awards are the only things that are still running.
Rove fell off.
I think he tried to make the move to LA, I think it was, and then that just did not work.
Didn't happen. Who's in the swivel chair?
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Oh my god.
Yeah, Rove LA. It was a talk show.
Yeah, it just didn't take off, I'm pretty sure.
Well, because it was only on Fox 8. No wonder.
Fox 8. My God. Foxtel.
Oh my god. Well, I'm sorry for trash talking Rove McManus. Please don't sue us.
Do you reckon Big Brother's going to be a hit?
No.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because it doesn't have the novelty behind it. I think
Mm.
the only way it will be a hit is if Channel 10 know how to market it like they did in the past.
Mm.
Um,
I don't think it will. I don't think it has a chance, mainly because reality TV has evolved. You know, you've got things like Love on the Spectrum and that sort of thing going on now, where there's just these. I mean, I was watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Disney Plus. It is the most outlandish show. Like it makes our old reality TV look like, you know, good Christian TV shows. Like
I will say Australian Survivor is very well produced.
I just feel like when it comes to like the reality TV that's all about the scandal and all about the, this.
It needs to be more orchestrated and
Yeah.
can't just be just a
It
live
feels like
environment.
there's too much. The market's been too saturated with things that are far too scandalous now, and I don't think there's a market there for Big Brother anymore because it's too. I think you look at the kind of things that we considered scandals and the big moments of Big Brother, and you put that in the context of, you know, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and that sort of thing, and it's like, oh, actually these people are kind of way crazier.
The only way I think it can work is if they cast it correctly, where it literally is people from all walks of life, like it used to be, rather than all people who are just influencers who want to be famous.
I hate to say it, but they do need
I'm
to.
pretty sure they confirmed it.
They do need to cast some real. They need to cast for controversy. Is the only way I can see it working. Is, you know, and I hate that that's where TV and entertainment is going, but if they want it to take off in the same way that most reality TV shows do, they need people that are going to fight with each other.
Mm.
You need someone, you know, you need to be putting an anti-vaxxer in a house with a bunch of normal people. You know, you need someone who's.
But Dreamworld are going to want it to be family entertainment so that they can get families to go to this thing. If they build a live show, you know,
that's the problem.
Gonna have been sort of some things worked out between them and Channel 10 so that it's good for both of their brands.
But I feel like that's the problem, is that, you know, Big Brother thrived on, you know, this person doesn't like this person and they're going to fight. This person's in love with this person and they're going to be kissing all the time. And that's just not enough for like reality TV fans anymore. Now it's all, you know, we put a bunch of Trump worshipping Republicans in a house with a bunch of far left communists. What will happen? And it's, and like, you know, it's exploitative, but it's far more dramatic.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll see.
I think that if they are, because I think they were trying for sort of casting for controversy back in the last season, like during the pandemic. They tried to bring that what's her name, Katie what's her face in, who then got banned from the country because she exposed herself to a hotel staff member during quarantine.
Jesus. Don't do that.
Yeah. So she literally got deported because of that.
I think it goes without saying, do not do that.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. I believe that was the reason. Allegedly covering my ass.
You can say anything if you say allegedly.
Yeah. Just in case it, you know, it was never sort of any kind of but I'm fairly sure that's what happened. But yeah, like, and so I'm thinking that if Dreamworld want to be attached to it again, they want it to at least be something that's for all ages. And if it's that aggro, I don't know if that's going to be good for their brand.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, did Dreamworld benefit from this?
I imagine they're getting paid.
I'm assuming there's some, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing.
Unless they are going to do live events
Wait to see how it plays out.
like back in the day.
Yep. Okay. It's in her Wikipedia entry. So yep. Okay. There you go. Covering my butt. It's there.
Are you going to be on Big Brother, Riley? I think they should get you.
Me?
I think they should get you.
No, I don't want any social media people on there. Like, I feel like that's what I'm a Celebrity started out well, and then they just started getting these random ass
Influences.
people who
Yeah.
and it just turned out like you can't be on I'm a Celebrity and not know the other celebrities on there. It doesn't make any sense, because then you're not really a celebrity. Because I feel like if you're a celebrity, everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
It got to a point where it's just like, just terrible. Yeah, it's really it started well, I think, that I'm a Celebrity, and then it just went real far downhill. So I don't know, with this Big Brother, it has to go back to like 2000s, whenever it started.
Late 90s, early 2000s, yeah.
Where it was people from all walks of life.
Yeah, just random ass people. Try and match them so, yeah, their interests like collide, and then there's fights. That's how they have to do it. Make it entertaining to watch.
I think you could make a good Big Brother housemate. Watch the roller coaster enthusiast fight with the
Yeah, you put like a Dreamworld lover in there, and then a real lover, and then they just
no, we would.
Well, our park is way better than yours.
These two nerds fighting in the corner while everyone else does.
Oh, speaking of, you just said nerd. You know that video I did on Flamingo Land saying it was shit? One comment was, why do these coaster nerds love theming so much? And that's when I was like, okay, the GP has entered the comments. Let them just fight.
I do remember, because I wasn't so harsh on Flamingo Land in my video, but I do remember that there was a lot of people that seemed to like want to take my opinion on it very personally. Like, they really wanted me to like Flamingo Land, and when I said, no, it wasn't that good, they got upset.
Yeah, I rage baited the fuck out of that. I think because it's so far away from everything, that's all I got. So like, don't hate on my only park.
Yeah, that's probably true. It is pretty far away from everything. But yeah, I hate to say it, guys. If you're listening from Yorkshire, I do agree with Riley. It's not a very good park.
I think one of the big things is the cost of it. It's so expensive.
It is quite expensive, yeah.
And Pleasurewood, I went to Pleasurewood Hills. Not a great theme park, but it was £18 to get in. That's the difference.
Yeah. It's Flamingo Land definitely markets itself like it's one of the big theme parks in the UK.
Yeah.
And like, hey, I'll give you one thing. Sick is pretty good. Sick's a good coaster. Everything else there is trash.
Yeah. It's like they actually tried with Sick, and then the rest of them are just like, I'll just plonk it down.
Sick's really good. Kumali is not an awful SLC.
No, was actually
Well, that's
like
got different profiling on it,
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
it?
completely
yeah,
different
it's like a
layout.
weird
It's
layout.
it's not awful. It's pretty good. Mumbo Jumbo's and El Loco, but it's got the bad restraints, so I don't like it as much.
Mm.
But
Good but bad.
everything else is awful.
Yeah.
Is
Did
that
you
the one
write
with
the?
Hero?
Yeah, Hero is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see the dude put the backing restraint down, so I couldn't feel it on my back. So I was like, "Is this thing locked or
It's
what?"
so awful that it's like, imagine if someone took a ladder and then lay it down flat on the floor, and then you like laid on the ladder with your feet on the rungs, and then that went around a roller coaster with inversions. That's what it's like.
It's like pick a rung. Which one are you going to stand on? For first row, second row? Does this one feel all right? Yeah, that'll probably do. All right.
Let's go.
The ops there are terrible.
Yeah, not good.
I didn't see like many staff liking their job
No.
working there. They all look miserable.
Which I hate to bring it back to this again, but speaking of ops liking their jobs, the difference between Dreamworld and Movie World.
Hey, it might be the procedures that they have to follow because VRTP has some stupid procedures.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, Flight of the
Dreamworld
Wicked
don't
Witch
have.
is evidence
like
of that.
as I said when I first reviewed Flight of the Wicked Witch as a ride op, if I was operating that ride, I would have wanted to sink through the floor. I would have been like, I hate this so much.
Yeah, I don't know why they have the procedures that they have, but
Because you do, like, I feel like in any job you start to take your performance, like the numbers related to your performance, kind of personally. Like if you're getting numbers back that say that you're the worst at something or the best at something, you're going to be like, you take it on board and you're like, oh hell yeah, or oh shit, I've got to pick up my game. So even ride operators who are not particularly into coasters or anything like that, you see that you're doing the fastest times and you're like, oh hell yeah, like, oh shit, we're getting arrested, boys.
the VRT police.
Movie World's
They've called the
Movie
cops
World
on
called
us.
the cops on us. No, but like, you take it personally. So if you've got procedures that are preventing you from doing like anything decent, and it's just it'd have to be just the most miserable job ever because you want to do better but you can't.
I just had a random thought. 2 nights ago, I went to KFC and I sat in the drive-through line for a long time. I wonder if there's like fast food enthusiasts that are like, these ops are terrible.
I bet there is. Have you seen those YouTube channels that
They're
review like every fast food item that comes out?
Yeah.
I bet that's them.
Or people who are just like, I can tell the difference between the Coke they sell at KFC and the Coke that they sell at McDonald's.
I bet that's them. I bet those guys are also like, they've got their own Discord chats where they're like, I got 8-minute turnaround on my KFC meal today. That's unacceptable.
It's probably a podcast called Total Baloney.
Total Big Mac baloney.
Yeah. Like, there has to be, right? There's probably
right now.
What do they call baloney, like Devon baloney Fritz in Queensland?
I don't know.
You call it Devon?
I feel like, yeah.
Luncheon, I think they call it in Tasmania. Because it seems to be one of those things they call it something different in every state. I think they call it polony in WA.
Okay, they're just trying to be different. Goddamn WA people.
Devon lunch meat. Australia.
What do they call Devon in Queensland?
Okay, terminology.
Luncheon.
Okay.
Windsor, yeah.
Apparently.
Luncheon or Windsor?
Apparently they call Devon Windsor in Queensland.
That's bizarre. Now I think you're just trying to be
So
different.
Polony in Western Australia. Devon in Victoria, Tasmania, New South Wales, and ACT. Windsor in Queensland, and Fritz in South
Okay,
Australia.
South Australia is trying to be different as well.
So weird.
It's called Devon.
Oh, they're very passionate about calling it Fritz there.
Yeah. They also have different IGAs than the rest of us, though. So they're like, you know, they're a bit weird.
This says in Western Australia it's called Polony.
Yeah, that's WA. They call it that.
That's so weird. What do we do in Australia?
They also call it Belgium in like the country Belgium in Victoria and New South Wales.
Devon seems to be the what do you call it? The universal one, but yeah. In parts of Victoria they call it Strasbourg.
Can
or
we just
Stras.
decide which part of Europe it comes from? Does it come from Devon, Strasbourg, or Belgium? Or Windsor?
Maybe that's what they all. Is Fritz a place?
Sounds
Probably.
German.
Yeah,
There you go.
we've just discovered something.
It's
right
all
now.
just European
Oh no.
places.
Oh no. Oh, it's like I'm reading some news article about it, and someone's trying to make an HSP with Devon, but they're using a potato peeler to shave it off the sausage.
Ugh.
No, that's not right.
Ugh. And then tomato
I'm
sauce
sticking
sandwich.
it in an air fryer.
I just wanted
Oh, that's Devon in its natural state. Yeah.
Devon and tomato sauce on a sandwich. Mm.
With a lot
Yep.
of butter. And classically, it has to be the freshest white bread.
Yes. Like the soft white bread too, not the shitty Coles brand.
Mm. No, it's got to be good quality white bread.
Mm. You know, Irish people refused to believe me when I told them about fairy bread.
It sounds like such an American
They
invention.
thought I was.
too.
I got Cole to eat it when he was
I
here.
thought I was bullshitting them. I was like, I swear, we have a thing called fairy bread, and it's just white bread, buttered, dipped in sprinkles. And they thought I was bullshitting them.
I did the video with Cole eating Australian foods, and I didn't tell him what the ingredients were, so I brought the sprinkles, and he's like, "Okay, I can kind of tell what you're doing here, but what the fuck are the sprinkles for?" I'm like, "Oh, you'll see, you'll see."
We love our fairy bread.
I remember seeing, I think it was some social media post, and someone was like, I can't believe that they have sprinkles on like buttered white bread over in Australia. And immediately the first comment is, don't you fucking talk shit about fairy bread.
We love our fairy bread.
How dare you? You deep fry everything under the sun. Don't you fucking dare talk shit about fairy bread.
Oh, God. Okay. Before we wrap up the podcast, Riley, if you could pick one country on Earth for the wheel to go next, where would it be?
You know, one day I really want to do China, but that feels impossible.
It is very hard. Look,
really hard.
I also, that brings up something for me. Kieran, I did, in fact,
Yes.
put the cat out of the bag 2 episodes ago.
Oh, did you?
I
Yeah, you
listened
did.
back to
I was
it.
listening to the last one. I was like, you
I
definitely said
listened
it.
back to it. I definitely did. So cat's out of the bag now. But yeah, I can confirm planning a China trip is hard. It's
Yeah.
so I
Imagine not
yeah,
planning one.
just going. I cannot imagine just going over there and not having a plan.
Does not strike me as a fly by the seat of your pants kind
No.
of trip.
Well, I've done it now in multiple countries that I was visiting for the first time. So
Mm.
I feel like I can do it.
I think the problem with China is
It'd
it's
just
just
be-
so hard to get information like about
Mm.
places and theme parks and how to get to places and that sort of thing. Google Maps doesn't
Yeah.
work and hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Google Maps doesn't
No,
work.
because they
Yeah, Google doesn't work.
Kind of censors a lot
like-
of the internet,
Any maps work? Oh.
so it's very hard. That's also why like a lot of the
Alright.
information on RCDB and stuff is really like weird and obscure, and there's so many coasters that they know nothing about just because
Mm.
no information comes out of there. So
I assume their transportation system's pretty good though, right?
I am hoping so. From what I've found of, because most of where I'm getting information from for this trip is like previous blog posts from coaster enthusiasts who've been there, and they've all seemed
Yeah.
to say that like getting to the parks is pretty easy. But this is, I'm going to big parks around Shanghai, so as soon as you were like spinning a wheel to go anywhere kind of remotely off the path, it, you know, who knows how easy it's going to be to get there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Like, I feel like, Kieran, you would have used Google Maps like a lot, right? When
In
you're
Japan, definitely.
Yeah.
We were told that it wasn't going to work in Korea and that we should download this thing called Naver Maps, but neither Heidi or I found Naver Maps reliable, and Google Maps seemed to work for us intermittently.
I had the same
Yeah.
experience in Korea. It seemed to work sometimes and sometimes not. I downloaded the Korean one just because, you know, in case Google Maps wasn't going to work, and it was all right. It was fine.
I found it really unreliable, yeah.
So I think I probably used Google Maps more than that one. And again, with Korea, I had my park trips planned out. Like I knew which parks I was going to, and they were all, I knew how to get there and everything.
The only one that was unplanned for us, I think, was for the only one that was unplanned for the both of us that we decided we'd get to was Seoul Land, because our plans all shifted forward by a day because we arrived in Busan.
Please go there
know,
one day, right?
We had all this time to kill.
Please go to Seoul Land. I just want to hear your
Yeah.
thoughts.
Okay.
Just experience Black Hole 2000.
Just the stupidest park.
Jake, you should. I'm looking at them. You follow them on Instagram. I don't know how I'm following these kids, but they're in China right now. Wait, is
Polar
this them?
Rooster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those two. Yeah,
They're in my
just-
Discord.
Yeah, they're like two cutest kids ever. They're just always smiling in their photos.
They make videos as
But yeah,
well.
they're in China.
Everyone
I
who's
was like,
listening, go and
heaps.
check them out.
Yeah, they unfortunately their videos don't do too well, but go watch
Yes.
because I feel like they're going to a lot of effort.
I've been watching their videos.
I also saw a new and upcoming coaster channel that the other day that I was enjoying. Their name is Chuck Chuck Woo.
Chuck Woo.
Yeah, and they've literally just started their channel.
Is this the one you sent me?
They're worth a follow.
Yes.
Yeah, so they've only got 5 videos out. 3 of them are Gold Coast parks, and the rest are Planet Coaster. Building an Aussie theme park in Planet Coaster, but yeah, he's pretty good.
We are going to try and get him on the podcast. I'm just spoiling that right now. I'm I'm going to try and find contact details for him because actually I do agree his videos are pretty good.
And speaking of people that do a lot of editing, Ejector Bear Time. That as a content creator, watching your first video, riding the Leviathan?
Surf Coaster
Yeah,
Leviathan.
that. And then as a creator, you kind of watch and you see you're getting all these sick angles, and that takes time.
Yeah.
People don't understand. And you were talking about how bad their ops were. you could be standing in that one spot for ages waiting for them to send a friggin' train just so you can get the
My
one
goodness, was I ever?
Yeah. I think
That's also so hard to coordinate with a trip
realize.
like that, where you're like, you look at it as you're planning a trip. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm only going there for the 1 credit, so I only need like a couple of hours. And then you forget that to make the video, you're going to need to stand there for like so many cycles, getting to all these different angles, getting off-ride shots, and like,
Yep.
Mm.
Plus, you arrive at 9 a.m. and then find out on the day that the coaster doesn't open till 11.
yep.
And by the time I got to Yokohama Cosmo World that afternoon and rode all the credits, I was knackered. I was like, no, can't be bothered doing any flat rides. I'm done. I'm going for a beer at the Eagle.
That's one thing that frustrated me in some parks in Europe. Like why like you're paying to get into the park. I think every ride should be open as soon as you step in. You can't walk down to an area and it says this area opens in 2 hours at 12.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like
you'll hate
paying.
Soul Land then.
Oh no.
So I've heard. Did we
Oh,
say
no.
this on the pod? Did you tell me this on the podcast that the reason that we both got Black Hole 2000 but not Columbia Double Loop is because they only run one of those per day?
I think you were telling me that.
I don't. I think maybe Heidi said it because I didn't know that before.
Maybe
I don't
Heidi
know
said
that
it.
before. I didn't know that before. But when I went, Black Hole 2000 was opened. Columbia Double Loop was not. You guys had the same experience.
And that was the same case with us.
Apparently, maybe they only run one of those per day.
Per day is wild. Per day.
Like you're gonna get when you
day.
go, you're gonna get one or the other, not both.
That is crazy. That is
So
crazy.
bad.
Wow.
That park though, such a beautiful park. The most
It's such a very pretty
it's
park.
so pretty.
Yeah.
The most bizarre collection of flat rides of all time. This weird dinosaur walkthrough thing, and then just the shittest coaster collection that has ever existed on the planet. Like two absolute
It really is.
train wreck looping coasters that try to kill you, and then Crazy Mouse, which is like, what
isn't even a wild mouse.
What is that thing meant to be?
It's like if someone tried to build a wild mouse with arrow track.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like someone on Roller Coaster Tycoon was trying to make a wild mouse, but they didn't know what a wild mouse was, so they selected a looping coaster and then just built it. It's so dumb.
Plus the 2 kitty credits that will try and kill you as well.
I think if I go to South Korea, I kind of want to fly to Jeju, which is an island south of South Korea, because of Jeju Love Land.
Okay.
And
I did hear about that. I'm trying to remember what it was.
So it's not really a theme park, but it's a park with
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
In sex positions.
Yeah, okay, I have heard about this.
Okay. Yeah, continue, but I have something to follow up with this.
I was just going to say, I don't think... I made a TikTok video on this a while ago, and it definitely got shadow banned. So I don't know if you can do content here.
Well, I am currently editing a sidetracked episode about a very traditional festival that happens in Kawasaki, Japan, called Kanamara Matsuri, which I was there for, otherwise known as the Penis Festival.
Hell yes.
And
Tell
I'm
me
like,
more.
yeah, this is great. It's like, so it's a fertility festival where it's dedicated to the gods of blacksmithing and fertility, because it all started with this legend of a demon that fell in love with a woman, then decided to move into her vag and started biting off the junk of her prospective husbands. And in order to cast the demon out, she went to the blacksmiths and had them forge a steel strap-on, which the husband wore, and then the demon tried to bite onto it and it broke all its teeth and then was cast out. And so now people pray to these shrines of the steel phallus as like for fertility, for prosperity, and sex workers pray there to protect themselves from STIs. And it's a whole festival about it where they take these shrines and parade them down the streets of Kawasaki, and they sell all dick-shaped lollipops and candy and t-shirts. It's something else, and it was a great time, but I have no idea how I'm going to label this. I'm probably going to have to label it as restricted content.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to approach that. I've never really considered putting anything of that nature on my channel,
Like,
so I don't know.
There is no like explicit nudity or anything. It's all like depictions and sculptures and whatnot. But it's you can't really change what the subject matter is.
Penises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you see one shot of it in my trailer, but it's so quick, no one really sort of understands what it is.
I love that.
But it's in the section where I talk about exploring local culture, and you see one of the shrines being paraded down the street. But it was a great day. But it's so Japanese, it's so wacky. So yeah, I might just have to label it as, are you over 18 to watch this video? Even though it's not really nudity.
I got flagged. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. For my Bluey's World video.
Oh really? Like copyright?
No. It said, you know how on YouTube you have to click this video is for kids?
Right.
I was like, well, it's not for kids because adults love Bluey too.
Yeah.
And then they said, no, this video is for kids. So I like messaged them and was like, this is Bluey. This is for everyone, not just kids. And they were like, nope, it's only for kids. I was like,
oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all.
I never click for kids for mine.
The point of the
because I don't make my content.
The point of the for kids thing is that if it's exclusively for kids, like it shouldn't be advertised on and that sort of thing. Like it.
Yeah. And also you can't put anything remotely explicit on a for kids video.
So I don't. If you're saying it's not for kids, then.
And I swear like a sailor, so.
What? That's so dumb.
Why are they forcing? Yeah. Anyway.
Are you guys coming to see Bluey's World? It's really good. Really good.
No.
That was a joke, by the way.
Had
It's
not
so
planned
bad.
on it.
It's the idea of it is the I don't know. I think it's the guy that created it was like I was like, I'm coming here once. I don't give a fuck. I'm filming in the house. Like, I do not care. But before we go in, he's like, no filming in the house, guys. It's an experience. You want to live in the moment. Okay, guys, live in the moment. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy on about? and it's not like, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'll pull my phone out and film little bits. But imagine if you, like, there's Bluey's World things all up over the airport. even the international airport. Like, imagine flying all the way here with your kids, right? Excited for Bluey's World, and then you get to Bluey's World with your kids, and they're like, "Okay, you're going in the house now. You can't take any photos of your kids in the house. No videos of your kids in the house. Just not allowed."
That's wild.
It's like, what?
So stupid.
That just
It's
probably have a better time in Movie World.
Six Flags St. Louis vibes.
Oh, you said the bad words.
I don't know what's worse, Six Flags St. Louis or Flamingo Land.
Ooh.
Oh, shots fired.
I don't know. Probably St. Louis didn't let me in. But it's also like the security guards rather than the actual park. So I don't know. My plan is to try and go back to St. Louis eventually when I get back to the USA. I'm going to put it on the wheel.
Well,
And
it
then,
sounds like that security guard was on a power trip.
oh yeah, yeah, she was on one. But yeah, next time I go there, I'm gonna make sure I double check the rules, and then I'm just gonna vlog myself walking in through security. I'll vlog it, and then if they stop me, I'll be like, "Show me the rules. Go on, go on,
Sorry, theme park cop.
come on, lady." Show
That's
me.
so crazy though. Like just a no cameras rule at a tourist destination.
Yeah,
You're gonna ban everyone walking in with a phone?
Yeah, no phones. And now on that note, Meta sunglasses too.
Oof.
That's a big issue in the US right now.
It's just it's. I remember when they came out with, was it Google Glass or something like that, where they were trying to do the same thing?
Yeah.
And it looked goofy as all hell, so no one wore them.
Yeah. And now they're Ray-Bans, so it's like you
There's
can
some
tell
semblance of style to them.
Yeah. And I was with DZ in Florida when I was there, and he has them, and they're really high tech. Like you walk from outside and they look like sunglasses, and you walk inside and they automatically turn to just like clear glass.
So like transitions lenses kind of thing.
Yeah. So you kind of if someone was wearing sunglasses inside, you'd be like, "Why are you wearing sunglasses? Are you high as fuck or something?" But if they have the clear, it's kind of like, "Oh, you're just wearing normal sunglasses," unless you like look at the lens, like the corner of it. But yeah, I saw Cedar Point's trying to ban it.
That's kind of crazy though.
Because they've
Like
always had people.
I get it. I get that like they're trying to discourage people from trying to film on rides because it's dangerous, but at what point do you just say like,
well, it's still a loose article, so like,
yeah, but like just tell people to take them off on the ride. Like I don't get what's
It's just US you just on 80% 90% of coasters you can just wear sunglasses.
See, that's their mistake then.
It's just
is like
yeah.
I've both of the parks that I've worked at at least on the big coasters, you can't wear glasses. So tell people to take them off.
Yeah, well, I know Still Vengeance has the metal detector, so you can't bring anything. But people's been filming on Top Thrill 2, so obviously they're letting you wear sunnies on Top Thrill 2, which is wild to me. But
Jesus, on that ride of all rides.
Yeah.
Because you know
it's crazy, right? Like
if any ride is gonna hurt someone with a loose item, it's probably the one that launches you to nearly 200 k's an hour.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep. I was going to ask that because I think it was the last podcast or maybe two ago. You were talking about Steve versus Iron Gwazi.
Oh yeah.
And then you also brought up Air Force One. As someone who's been on all three, what would you like to know?
Air Force One's finale, is it as insane as they say?
That's like my least favorite part of the ride.
Really?
The quad down.
Yeah, like that last run of airtime hills that looks like it's just running way too fast.
Yeah, that's my least favorite part of the whole ride. Air Force One is, I think it might have just been kicked out of my top 3. I think it's like number 4.
Damn. See, that's
It's like the sequence from the stall to the quad down is probably like the best sequence on a roller coaster. It's just like hit, 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 hit.
damn. That's not what I expected because it's that like that finale is what made me think, oh damn, this is like number 1 bucket list coaster because that looks like it's running way too fast. It looks like it would have insane airtime.
No, it is, and they put the brake run too close as well. So you come up from that thing, you pop up, and then the brake run's right there. And as once you start riding, you know you got to put your hand on the seat in front of you, or else you're gonna slam forward.
Jeez.
Yeah, it comes in that hot, but this is. Some people like that airtime. I don't really like the little pops. You haven't done RMC?
No, I still haven't.
It's still wild to me that you haven't done one.
April will hopefully be my first.
Okay.
Still in the progress of planning that trip, so I won't confirm anything, but hopefully.
Yep. Yeah, there's this RMCs do this little pop, and I'm not a big fan of it. I'd rather more drawn out airtime hills. So maybe that's why I think Gwazi is way better than Steel Vengeance, because Steel Vengeance, I think, has a great first half because it's like drawn out, and then the second half these little tiny bunny hop things that are just like, it's just uncomfortable. I don't know if
that's why the layout just did not appeal to me for Steve.
Mm.
There you go.
It's a
and I just love the weird intimidating spaghetti bowl that you just descend into for Gwazi. It just
Nah, Gwazi's great. It has some weird bit, like the stall's not great, and then it heads up into this weird kind of airtime hill, and it does a little turn to the left, and then you dive back down. That's a weird element there, but other than that, every other element just hits so good.
Well, I will find out one day. Unfortunately, the downside of having China was the coaster that I got for RCDB Roulette, as I'm calling this, will hopefully eventually be a series. Is China was like the perfect one to draw because I've got like a bunch of really good coasters in the area. The park that I'm going to has for RCDB Roulette has a really good coaster that I've always wanted to go on. There's a bunch of B&Ms there. There's a bunch of Intamans. There's a bunch of. I'm probably going to use the time to go on Dynaconda. That's great, but no RMCs. So.
Yeah, there's no RMCs in China.
No, none. The closest would be Japan. Oh, and the Raptor in South Korea.
Raptor, yeah.
Both of which I've ridden.
Yeah.
Does Haikuge have any of those tiny little bunny hop hills?
Not in the same way as something like Steve does. They're like great airtime, but I wouldn't say like the tiny bunny hops from memory.
What did you think of RMC's restraints?
Fine.
Really?
Yeah.
They're the shin guards on them too?
Oh, the shin guards. That's right. I forgot about those.
But I still don't think RMC's restraints are
They're not the worst in the world. And I've encountered some pretty bad restraints in my time.
Yeah. You just went to Japan.
You would think so, yeah.
I'm still dirty about any kind of Timberliner restraint. They're not meant for anyone that has any meat on their bones.
Well, even for a skinnier person like me, like I like them because they're pretty good for airtime. They still do dig into my hips really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timberline is they gotta. I think if RMC changes their trains to, I don't know, because I'm thinking Mark Interman probably has the best restraints. Did you like? You say you didn't like the clamshell?
I was fine with them. Heidi was not.
Right.
They are restricted for bigger people,
Okay.
I like
and I'd purposely trim down for
I
the
like
trip.
the clamshell. I
Mm.
like my big ones are Mark Interman and the new Vacoma without the vest. So Fina Force. Yeah,
TNT.
TNT. Or even Fina Force is better than TNT because it has a
Oh,
like
really?
a slightly, it's more similar to the Interman over the shoulder lap bar. Like with the
Okay.
two handlebars on the front and a slightly bulkier lap bar. Very comfortable.
Right.
To Titus.
Oh, yes. So comfortable.
Mm.
So good. Such a good ride, by the way.
Hey, don't say that. I might not have gone.
I'm not gonna give anything away. I've been. I'm just saying it's a good ride. You don't have to confirm whether you've been there or not.
It's kind of like it is tricky. What? I can't believe I travel all the way over the other side of the world and not knowing if I'm going to a certain theme park.
That is wild to me. And like that's the one thing that I
could never leave something like that to chance.
see. That's the one thing where mine's not as brave as yours. Like, yes, RCDB roulette. I could go anywhere in the world. I could end up.
But then you build a trip.
Yeah, I basically have built a trip off that. So I'm like, yeah, the video is going to be about me going to ride this random stupid coaster. But of course I'm going to go to all these other parks while I'm there. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all the credits that are on my bucket list that are nearby while I'm there, of course. So compared to yours where like you could have a whole bucket list of coasters in the UK and you could have just ended up with like, Green Theme Park and Lightwater Valley and fucking Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach.
Literally.
The big sheet.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is why the wheel is so good, because sometimes because I don't do any research into anything, I'm rocking up blind. I'm like, this could be the worst day ever. It could be, I could discover some random ass park that's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I did do in France.
Ooh.
And another country, which is a future series. But
Ooh. You heard it here
yeah.
first.
But the good thing is every country I went to, I did at least one good park.
Yeah.
So, which ended up being incredibly lucky because I could have, as you were saying, I could have got, like, I if I went to UK and I didn't get Thorpe or Alton.
Oh my God. I'd be
You didn't.
Right.
What parks did you end up getting? You got Green Theme Park, Alton.
So I went Chessington to Fantasy Island to Flamingo to Alton to Breen to Great Yarmouth to Pleasurewood Hills.
Okay, so you didn't go to Blackpool either.
No, but you were the one that was saying Blackpool's a shithole, right?
Yeah, that's what I was leading into. You didn't miss much.
I remember. I remember Ben's telling me, he's like, if you spin Blackpool, that town is shit, and you'll probably want to try and find a good hotel there because the rest of
the town itself.
Well, because most things are all shut down there.
The town
aren't they?
itself is an absolute shithole. I'm sorry if you live in Blackpool, but it is the seediest place I've been. It's fucking disgusting. And then Blackpool Pleasure Beach also is just like so much potential, so underdelivered. It's really like poorly maintained and stinky. It feels like they need someone to take over that place and give it a good bunch of investment, which is really sad because there's some great coasters there. I'm not talking about you, big one. You can rot.
At least you got on it though. Like that's like even though there's some coasters that suck, like at least it's an iconic coaster, and at least you
Yeah,
got
I'm
on
glad
it,
I've got the credit. I'm interested because you've been to Cedar Point. What are your thoughts on Magnum?
Yeah, I love it.
See, that's so interesting to me. I feel like maybe the big one's just a really bad example.
It's probably similar. Like it's you either love it or you hate it.
I'm hoping that I'm not going to hate Magnum because I feel like the sounds of like the triangle airtime hills at the end. That sounds up my
It's dumb.
alley. I love ridiculous airtime.
It's dumb, and that's why
Yeah.
it's good. It's
I
dumb.
love janky airtime. Like Wild Train at Fantasiana was way up my alley. That thing was stupid. But Big One didn't have any airtime. It was just rough, and it's the first drop. The first drop is what put it down from that was a rough and bad coaster to that was one of the worst things I've ever ridden. The first
What road did you ride in?
it was near the back. I think I was in like the second last car.
It does look like a janky kind of turning
Yeah.
drop rather than like
that turn just slams you so hard.
Yeah, I bet.
Like awful profiling.
Yeah.
Whereas Magnum just has the straight
Yeah.
drop.
See, I feel like I would like Magnum because I like a bit of jank if it's got something to offer. I just didn't feel like Big One had anything except pain.
I'd love to hear like both of your opinions on Fujiyama.
I'm really curious
I'll ride
about it
that.
because I feel like it could go one way or the other for me. I could be like,
It's the first third is enjoyable, and then when it starts to go around corners, when it's built up speed, it hurts.
it's going to be one of those coasters where I'm either going to be like, controversial opinion, this is in my top 20, or I'm going to be like, no, that thing fucking sucks.
Like I wouldn't say it's like terrible, like because there are great elements to it, but it's just like, oh, the jank.
Because I knew that going into Big One, I was like, this is either going to be in my top 20 or it's going to be like last.
Like you get on that lift hill and you are literally going up the lift hill with Mount Fuji looming over you.
Yeah.
And you are like, this is
That's
incredible.
Going to be the coolest thing ever.
It really is. Of the entire sort of trip, that's got to be one of the most memorable lift hills I've been on. I remember being on Surf Coastal Leviathan and coasting around that corner at the top of the lift hill, and we had like a seagull that was flying parallel to us, and it was just like going at the same speed as us. It was the coolest thing. It was like I felt like I was sharing a moment with the seagull.
What are some moments on a coaster that, I mean, Kieran, you've just shared yours, but Jake, do you have any that are just like, I can't believe, like for me, it was actually early this year when I was actually just going up Flying Dinosaurs lift hill. And I was like, it was kind of a weird one because 3 weeks before I went on that coaster, I didn't know I was going to Japan. So it was kind of like a surreal moment of me knowing about this coaster for so long and being like, I probably won't get here for a while. And then it was just like 3 weeks later, I'm on it and I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
I think the two moments for me that stand out is like the really special moment. Oh, my dog wants to cuddle. The two moments that stand out for me as like really the breathtaking moments were both on the Europe trip that I did in September last year. Getting on Voltron and getting on Wild Train. Because that trip, I didn't plan it at all. I booked a flight from Dublin to Paris and then just said, I'm going to go and I'm just gonna like plan it as I go until I run out of money, and then I'll come back to Dublin. And so basically what I was doing was like, once I'd been to the parks and seen the city, I was just looking up like bus routes and stuff, and it's like, where's a place that I can get cheaply next that has a theme park that I want to go to. So I didn't know where I was going. And so Voltron was the first one that really like breath taken away, because obviously with Paris, I knew I was going to go to Parc Asterix. But when I was there at Europa Park and I had been following the construction of Voltron and looking at this thing and thinking like, wow, that looks incredible. That looks absolutely insane. And then without having planned it, all of a sudden I'm on this ride. I'd been following the construction so closely and thinking how good it looked and how it looked like it could be one of the best coasters in the world. I had to take a moment there. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm riding this thing. But also Wild Train, because I didn't plan that, but I did kind of have this hope, especially after I rode the Wild Train at Parc St. Paul. I was like, wow, I know the one at Fantasian is closing in October. It'd be really cool if I got to ride it before it closed. So getting there, and then it was raining all day, so I thought it was going to be closed. So I was like, oh well, maybe it's just not meant to be. So finally getting a ride on it was also like going up that lift hill and being like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting to experience this.
Did you know it was closing?
Yeah, I knew it was closing.
Okay.
But I didn't have any plans to ride it. I was kind of like, it's just one of those rides that I might never get to ride. And then because I kind of ended up, I just took the cheapest Flixbus routes that took me to somewhere that had a theme park. So I just ended up at Strasbourg because I knew that was close to Europa Park. And then that ended up taking me to Switzerland. And then by the time I was in Switzerland, I was like, well, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to Austria. And Fantasiana's right there. And I know Wild Train's about to close. It would be a hell of a end to this trip if I could get on Wild Train before it closes. So I decided to go over to Salzburg, and I'm very glad I did. It was a crazy ride.
Is the one at Parc St. Paul, is that the one that goes in that tunnel that's really low?
Yeah. It's closed now as well. They've closed it down as well.
Oh no.
Which
that looks
they
crazy.
didn't announce. But yeah, it is the one that goes in the tunnel, and it was also stupid, like really dumb forces, but not quite on the same level as Fantasiana's. That thing tries to throw you out. I'm really sad that it's gone.
Yeah. Kind of like roller coasters that try to kill you.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that thing. It was because it was running cold. It had been closed all day because it had been raining. It was pretty, you're up in the Austrian Alps. It's pretty bloody freezing. And even running cold in both the front and the back, that thing tried to murder me. It was stupid. The front surprised me the most because I thought, surely if it's famous for being just a janky airtime machine, the best seat's the back, right?
Yeah.
No, front's the best. Because there's that famous triangle-shaped hill. They call it the El Toro Hill because it looks like a tiny version of El Toro's hills. And the thing is, you don't go over that hill with a whole lot of speed. It's just that you go into that hill with a whole lot of speed. So when you hit the crest, the train is still absolutely hauling for some reason. You kind of just get propelled into the lap bar so hard. I had a bruise across my hips from it.
So they say on Magnum, because of the Triangle Hills, They say row 3 is the magic seat. Did you know that?
I've heard that. I think El Toro Ryan said that or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think it's because the cars are 6,
Mm.
so it's like you're in the front, but you're also in the back of the front, if that makes
Mm.
sense. And it's just the way it goes over the triangle hills.
Yeah. It depends on the
So-
shape of the hills, yeah.
Yeah. Triangle hills. We need more triangle hills.
Yeah, can we just get more janky Triangle Hill airtime, please?
Yeah.
I've
Um,
my last thing I'll say about Wild Train is that I've never been sadder about a brand new Mark coaster being built. Yeah,
A striker too.
it looks so brilliant. It looks like such a great coaster, but really, come on. Wild Train was so good.
Where the fuck's our triangle hill on
Exactly.
Helios?
I just want janky Triangle Hill airtime. Come on.
Yeah. Kieran,
yes,
is there one janky coaster you wish you want to get on?
that I wish I was going to get on.
Yeah, like is there I know your bucket list coaster is Guy and Gwazi, but if there's one jank coaster in the world.
That I want to experience.
Yeah.
Oh, jank.
Ooh, jank.
Oh, that's.
Is your mind just going like arrow or like
There is so I was joking about this with Jake, saying that I would love to sort of ride every bear themed coaster in the world.
Oh yeah.
And there is a bear themed coaster at Seabreeze Amusement Park called Bear Tracks.
Well, Sea Breeze.
Yeah.
In New York.
Yeah, Rochester. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I think it's a Zero. I can't remember.
I'll look it up.
Bear Tracks with an X.
Oh yeah. ENF Miller or Miller.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yes, ENF Milers are great. The Hurricane at Fun Spot Atlanta. That thing is jank as hell.
So that's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
Okay. Yeah, ENF Milers are jank. Although some are very smooth. But yeah.
I have a whole day set aside in Shanghai for it's a sightseeing day if I'm tired / if I've still got energy. I will travel around Shanghai going on jank Chinese knockoff roller coasters.
Well, that was pretty much the reason we went to Seoul Land, was because we wanted to experience the jank of Black Hole 2000 and just see if it was so overhyped.
Well, I'm not locking it in yet because I'm doing theme park after theme park after theme park, and I know that can get, I might just need a day to relax and.
Yeah, we did that, and yeah, we had to schedule some rest days.
If I'm doing all right, there are a few parks in Shanghai. There's like a Jungle Mouse that I want to go on. There's like a knockoff looping coaster by, I want to say, Changlong. One of those like really obscure Chinese manufacturers. I'm very keen to ride a coaster that may kill me. I just
try and I'll give you one, and it's trying to fit in with another person on Flounder's Flying Fish.
You were talking about that. Yeah.
That's not meant for two grown people to sit in those seats.
Flounder's Flying Fish.
That's at the kiddie coaster at Disney
It's a Togo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Togo?
Yeah. It's a fine little coaster when you sit on your own, but 2 6'2" people trying to squeeze into those little cars is not doable. And with Disney's operations, they weren't even trying to make sure that we were safely in there. They just wanted to make sure that the bar latched down and it could go. And Heidi spent the entire trip on the entire cycle of the coaster desperately trying not to fall out of the car.
Jesus.
because her thigh and butt cheek were hanging out one side of the car.
That's wild.
I am locking in that video idea, by the way, after inspired by you two. I'm gonna at some point next year, and I'm taking a GP friend with me to do a documentary of riding every Togo in Japan, just to prove that they're not a bad manufacturer.
Yes.
I don't think they're a bad manufacturer.
Yeah, I just think they got that.
It's just that I think they came from an era where they didn't have sort of the computer generated like physics calculations for transitions.
Well, I think
and
though
stuff like
they
that.
got a bad rep in the US from like Windjammer surf races and that sort of thing. So I want to go and ride every Togo in Japan and document it, because I feel like, honestly, I would not be shocked if there's not a single bad one. If the worst that I get is just average.
I'm trying to think of all the Togos I rode.
Yeah, what's the worst one you went on?
I'm trying to remember which ones were Togos and which weren't. Give me a list of Togo coasters. Okay.
Ones that I know you were planning to go on.
I'll read the thing because I don't want to give too much away. Okay, Coasterpedia. All right. What do we got? Okay. That's defunct. That's defunct.
CDB if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm on Coasterpedia. Let's see if we can.
So
find
Flounders, Fujiyama.
Here we are. Found it.
You would have gone on Hurricane.
Hurricane I loved.
What's Hurricane?
It's a looping coaster at Himeji Central Park.
Okay. Okay, I've got the list here.
You didn't.
Flounders wasn't jank. It was just that weird experience. I didn't get to go to Brazilian Park Washuzu.
But Heidi did.
Island,
Heidi did say that
Circus
Pink
Leviathan.
Typhoon was pretty good.
I didn't ride that many
Surf
Togos,
Coaster Leviathan
and Yomiuri
Surf
Land
Coaster
was closed.
Leviathan's the other one that you would have done, which obviously
Yeah,
that video.
So I only rode 4 Togos.
There you go. Well, there's I think 16 or 17 open in Japan, so I'm planning on doing those. Plus, then I'll fit in a couple of other parks while I'm there. I'm going to take a GP friend with me to balance out the opinion.
North. So what was the question of all the Togos? What was the jankiest?
Yeah, what was the worst?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably Fujiyama.
There you go.
Wow.
Just as far as transitions go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's it. That coaster's got to be a love it or hate it.
Because Surf Coaster Leviathan had jank to it, but it wasn't like it was still decent and cohesive. Flounders Flying Fish was fine. It was a family coaster. And what's the other one? Hurricane was great.
There you go. I will find out for myself.
What is it?
Sometime next year, hopefully.
260 foot. Yeah, it's high out there. So yeah.
Himeji will hold a special place in my heart just because it felt like it was open just for us. Because we were like one of 5 groups that were there.
You do get that with some Asian parks.
I
had that with.
We got Zen Ride after Zen Ride on Diavolo.
I had that with
Is that the B&M?
Yeah, that's the Batman clone. I had that with most of the parks in South Korea except for Lotte World and Everland. Every other park that I went to was empty.
Trying to think. No, Gyeongju World was still pretty
Yeah,
packed.
I didn't have a good experience at Gyeongju World.
Everland was busy. Yeah, you were saying.
Where
Soul
does the,
Land.
where's
Soul Land
the-
still had crowds. It's just
Soul Land was empty for me.
was not.
'Cause
Right.
Where does that single rail
that's Gyeongju
go in
World.
your rankings?
I went there a couple of years ago before that was built.
That's
Um,
my rankings is still not set in stone. Like I've just put it in rough order. But let's have a look. I didn't rate it that high purely because of the discomfort that you feel when riding it. Just the way
It
your
is
legs and knees
Yeah,
are
it's a
positioned.
terrible riding position.
100%. So uncomfortable.
I've heard that.
It's they Intamin did well with the hot races. They're
Oh,
pretty-
totally.
I've heard very good
comfortable.
things about Mahuka.
Skull and Hearty.
And I think all they needed to do was make the trains a bit heavier. Because Big Dipper rattles so crazily.
I didn't even.
Yeah, I've got Skull and Hearty down at 34.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got Railblazer in my top 20 still, but it's just the out of controlness of it.
I highly value rider comfort.
Okay. Yeah.
Forward to finding out how my 20 changes.
And if I'm in pain riding something, if I'm in pain riding it, it gets major points deducted.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
We should think about wrapping.
I would have Leviathan up way higher
Yeah.
if I wasn't in such pain
fair
riding
enough. Leviathan is my number 6 still.
Yeah, that's gotta be. I'm scared. I reckon 2026. Wait, that's next year. Yep, next year, all Titan track.
Fingers crossed.
I don't know. I just feel like
a wooden roller coaster out on the spit is not the soundest investment.
Yeah, they should have put a wooden coaster where Doomsday is, I guess.
Wild West Falls area.
Or something. Yeah.
Just something that's not right near the ocean that's gonna expand and contract so much.
The salt.
And the wind. I think the wind has a big issue with it.
It's corrosion from salt and stuff,
Yeah. All that humidity with the wood and swelling.
We should think about wrapping up.
I think
we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no worries.
Riley, if someone by some miracle is listening to Total Bear Loney but doesn't know who That's So Mid is, where can they find you?
Online. And that's all you're gonna get. Go find me.
Do some Googling. Do your own research.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Don't search for That So Mid. Search for We So Mid, because that's my name on the Discord.
That actually caught me off guard today because I changed the permissions on the channel for like whoever we're having on so that we can't get interrupted by somebody who's not meant to be on the recording.
Oh, okay.
So I was changing the permissions and removing some people and adding you. And I wrote in That's So Mid and nothing came up initially. I was like, what? What? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was funny. After I think it was on Chris's.
Yeah,
video,
it was Chris's video. Yeah. Oh, that feels like an eternity ago now.
Yeah, that was
it
last
was
year, wasn't
January 2024.
That's crazy. That was before I started spinning a wheel.
That was before I went to the other side of the world.
It feels wild how far each of us have come in our channels.
I deleted all my videos. Crazy times.
Negative growth.
Kieran, where can they find you?
You can find me at Ejected Bear Time on YouTube. You can also find me at Ejected Bear Time Sidetracked on YouTube for my non-coaster related adventures. And you can find me at ejectedbeartime.bsky.social on Blue Sky. How about
You
yourself,
can find
Jake?
me at Maloney's Coasters on YouTube. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, I will have a video. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
You can also find Maloney's Coasters off-ride footage on YouTube, which if you are a content creator, there are videos going up there every week for you to use for free of various roller coasters. So feel free to subscribe there and use those videos. Thank you, Riley, for joining us.
Of course.
Cheers.
Anytime. I'm happy to come back on and talk some more shit. Whenever.
Because that we talk plenty of.
Because, of course, this is a bunch.
A total bunch.
Total
Of total
baloney. What
baloney.
a bunch.
What a bunch.
bunch.
What a
What
bunch.
a bunch.
What a bunch.